Welcome. We are so glad that you have joined us for our countdown to summer. I'm Meg Koifer, president of the STEM Alliance, and your host for our 100 Days Till Summer event, a celebration of Mamaroneck School District's Co-op Summer Enrichment program. In anticipation of summer, I'm so happy to share with you the history, joy, and impact of this program. You'll have a chance to see, feel, and hear why summer matters. And equally exciting, tonight's event features a donation challenge from our leadership circle, allowing all gifts to be triple matched. To start us off, I want to welcome our town supervisor and village mayor, two of our strongest co-op supporters. We're thrilled to have them with us.
Hi, I'm Tom Murphy, and I'm the mayor of the village of Mamaroneck. And I'm here to talk to you today about how important co-op camp is to the people of the village of Mamaroneck, especially our children. Not only does co-op camp give children a camp experience, a full camp experience, but it also helps them retain the academic achievements that they have from the year before, so that when they return to school in September, they're not losing any ground. You know, there are too many children who don't have the advantages of others in the community where they could get tutoring or special help, and a co-op camp levels the playing field. So please, give what you can to support the co-op camp. It's been around for 55 years in our community, and it's integral to creating a level playing field and helping all of our children achieve their full potential. Thank you.
Hi, this is Nancy Seligson, the Mamaroneck Town Supervisor, here to kick off the 100 Days to Summer celebration for co-op camp and to let you know how important co-op camp is to our community. It's the perfect opportunity for kids who need a little boost, who might be in a fragile situation, who are struggling, or just want to even have fun and learn over the summer, to participate in a program that is nurturing, loving, fun, and has had a great track record of helping kids in our community. Co-op camp is important to all of us. Our kids are important to all of us, and we're happy to celebrate co-op camp.
Fun.
It's fun.
Lots of fun.
Having the sun out, swimming.
Playing soccer.
Being outdoors, hanging with friends.
Sun, fun, heat.
Ice cream.
El mejor clima y el mejor tiempo de los Estados Unidos.
Getting off of school, like you get that burden off your shoulders.
Summer is opportunity. The opportunity to take risks, the opportunity to have more fun, and to let your learning drive the experience yourself.
I think about co-op camp, enjoying the summer in co-op camp with my friends and going in the pool.
Listening to Nancy, Tom, and our co-op families and staff, it already creates excitement about the possibilities of summer. In any year, the arrival of spring creates tremendous anticipation of what we love about summer. That might be as simple as a favorite recipe that hangs on the succulence of summer fruits, or it could be the smell of the backyard grill. Or maybe summer for you is an age-old tradition of gathering with family for the 4th of July. For children, summer is always associated with camp. It's the chance to swap their backpacks for a bathing suit, a camp t-shirt, and outdoor shenanigans. But this year, summer means so much more. The approach of summer is connected to a slow, intention-filled push toward a great release from the struggle of the pandemic. Summer brings hope of the end of isolation and the belief that we can all soon be safe again. And yes, it may also bring a fond farewell to Zoom. But summer hopes, traditions, and plans do not look the same for all families and children. Tonight, we want to give you a chance to learn about Co-op Summer Enrichment, our area's only summer program for low-income children in the Mamaroneck School District. For these kids, these families, and our staff, when they think of summer, they are counting on the start of Co-op. Co-op is a Mamaroneck School District program with municipal support from the village and town of Mamaroneck and led by the STEM Alliance. It's a program that strives to bring the highest quality summer experiences and equity of experiences to all children. And to do this, Co-op counts on you. As its name implies, Co-op is a cooperative dependent upon a mix of school, municipal, and donor funding. Tonight, you will meet the many faces of Co-op. You will hear in their words why summer matters. Let's start by introducing you to some of the traditions and program elements that make co-op unique.
Every day when I wake up to go to co-op camp, I feel very, very excited. I think it's super fun because they have so many activities and you get to meet like new friends and new people.
I made a 5-foot puppet and I never thought I could do it, but I got encouraged on the way.
We used to do like these robots. They have their own control. I do remember like this like break and reading like room. There was like those chairs that you put on the floor and then you just like roll back and like. I like reading and it's silent and it's calm and it's just like a little mini break. For math, it was like math cave. We would do like math questions and math papers.
We used to do like a little store and like it would be really fun.
I feel we have a really good balance because we do offer swimming, we do offer kind of a recreation block. You get the camp elements, but you get some of the school elements. Having half their day, be in a classroom doing, maybe a STEM enrichment kind of major or reading. And then we also have like fun little activity rooms like board games or engineering where they can kind of build something with Legos or build something with blocks. And we have field trips like during the school year. You don't go on a field trip every single week. That's something we're lucky enough to be able to offer.
The thing I'm looking forward to the most in co-op camp is the pool because I didn't know how to swim very well when I started co-op camp and the counselors taught me how to swim.
What I like the most working as a lifeguard in co-op camp was helping the kids conquer their fears to the water. Lots of these kids were scared of the water because they'd never been in the pool before.
When I started co-op camp, I was in green level. A couple of days later, I got into yellow, orange. We had to jump and I was scared, but then I made it.
And we learned how to float better so we don't drown.
Sometimes we have challenges, like cannonball challenges, and they'll teach us like swimming techniques, like rainbow. And then after we practice and we know them good, we get to like swim around and like play. My mom tried teaching me, but ever since I went to camp, I have learned a lot more. No offense, Mom. That's when I first learned to swim and get the badges at the end of swimming.
The plaques, I think it's a great tradition. This is another thing for them to feel like they can work towards something, they get something tangible that they can have and earn throughout the year. You can earn a swim badge or earning a badge for their majors if they complete the major throughout the summer, or something they can take home at the end of the co-op season.
They give us this plaque that you nail them onto and you can hang it up in your room. Fun fact, we made the plaque ourselves. And it says which activity, like let's say gardening or art and crafts.
I've gotten 2 plaques and they're both of kindness. I love being kind. It's one of the things that I'm pretty good at.
For her, it's very significant because she's able to display that in her room, and she's very proud of all the little awards that she has received throughout the summer.
It just makes you feel really good that you accomplished lots of things.
My favorite co-op ritual has to be Color Wars.
Color Wars is when you are separated into 4 teams, purple, yellow, orange, and pink. And you have to do different activities to gain points. And when your team has the most points, you win Color Wars and you get prizes.
Especially with the counselors, everybody just gets super competitive and their true colors really come out.
Every year, that's something that the kids look forward to, is competing on that last day of a Color War event and representing their team, and it brings them, closer together as they're going through the day.
When they say which color won, everyone's like, yeah!
Having been in that auditorium to announce the official Color Wars winner, I can assure you that the sound is deafening. It's a sound of joy, elation, and pride that defines teamwork. But I've also had the privilege of hearing a very different sound, a quiet sound of equal importance, the sound of a young child taking a brave gasp before taking her first plunge into the water without a life jacket. It's an unforgettable sound of bravery. Did you hear the students speak time and time again about the importance of swimming and earning swim badges at co-op? For these children, co-op is their only opportunity to gain free access and free swim instruction at our public municipal swimming pool. Our co-op swim program is essential to the health and safety of our campers. Consider the following statistics. Drowning is the third highest leading cause of accidental death in children ages 12 and younger. But at co-op, by the end of the summer, 2.5 times as many children leave the program as independent swimmers. That is literally life-changing. Help us fund our swim program, prevent drowning deaths, and keep children safe. Go ahead, take out your phones and make a pledge. Remember, all gifts between now and the close of our event will be triple matched by our Leadership Circle. That's 3 times the benefit to our area's most fragile children. Let me show you how to donate right now. Take out your phones and create a text message to the number 41444. Then text Summer Matters, no spaces, no punctuation, to 41444. Click the link in the reply to complete your donation. Again, you start a message to 41444, and then you type into the body of the message Summer Matters. No spaces, it's that easy. When it comes to supporting our swim program, your gift is literally a lifesaver. And if you're looking to make a difference in the lives of at-risk children, there is more for you to know about Co-op Summer Enrichment. The school district engages the STEM Alliance to lead co-op because of our commitment to science, technology, engineering, and math, the STEM disciplines. As you heard the children mention, they participate in STEM majors, deep, hands-on, get messy kind of tools, test, experiment, retest, and improve your learning. That's the type of learning we do at co-op. But why STEM? STEM learning primes critical learning and life skills that breed success and innovation. Most importantly, STEM skills are associated with stronger employability and higher wages. STEM skills are literally a ladder out of poverty. And then there's also just the fact that STEM projects are fun. Don't take my word for it. Let's hear from our STEM team and the kids themselves.
So my name is Jasmine Maldonado, and I'm the Science Coach Manager at the New York Hall of Science, which is located in Corona, Queens, New York. We are an institution that believes in the approach called Design Make Play. And as a science coach, what my main passion and objective is basically to help educators and students fall in love with science as much as I have.
Co-op is a summer slide intervention because we provide experiences for the children to always be engaged. We have STEM education, so STEM classes that they participate in, and we have educators that lead these experiences for them. When we remediate, we're thinking about their struggles and what they can't do. With enrichment, we're really seeing their potential, what their little curious brains want to learn and how they can grow from that.
Summer programs, there's an opportunity to extend the traditional learning in more creative ways. So here's an opportunity to take risks with science content or STEM content. There's a sense of more exploration, there's a sense of more experimentation. We have worked on 5 different content areas with the educators at Co-op.
2 years ago, our majors were, I think, we have chemistry chaos, we had a photography kind of major, and basically our majors are like a project that they kind of do every single day for their major for each week, and the majors kind of switch every week.
Project-based learning is essentially coming up with an essential question that a project will be based around. The engagement is really high with the children because they're coming up with something that's interesting to them and how it's applicable to their life. lives in the now. The essential question was, how do designers use simple machines to create playground equipment? For the kids, it was helpful for them to learn that there's a process before you get hands-on and get ideas, because once you start gluing and getting the pieces together, if you don't have a plan, you can't really have a good result. So planning was a big portion of the design process and working together as a team. Once they started using the glue and building a model and it was working, they just got even more enthusiastic. And it was interesting to see as the day went by and even the week went by, it was hard for them to stop when it was time to stop. And it really boosted their confidence.
We have a seesaw on it, we have water, dirt. It was very hard. I felt really proud of myself that I built it by myself.
We do lots of science, like we do experiments like slime and then like baking soda with vinegar. We create like a volcano.
I learned gardening at co-op and I learned that the leaves, they help the trees give us air. Design lab is when you get to make stuff. I made a pillow in design lab.
We had like this class where you could like invent stuff and maybe like marble rolling like that. It was super fun. I remember going to technology and learning new things like how to code. I'm pretty well at it and it's fun.
There's a stop motion major, and that was pretty cool because I've actually never done stop motion, so like doing it with the kids, it was pretty fun because like I was also learning.
The challenges were kind of difficult, but since we were in groups, we could do it together and we planned out the whole thing, and then we started to get it working.
Even after my first year working at co-op, when I went back in September, I felt like rejuvenated and I felt like a different educator, and I wanted to do things that I had done in co-op that I don't typically do during the school year.
I hope you noticed the tools and the equipment the kids were using. Sewing machines, robots, chemicals, cameras, iPads, dissection kits, hot glue guns, design notebooks, screwdrivers, saws, safety glasses, magnifying glasses, and so much more. We believe in putting tools in kids' hands to inspire them to build, tinker, and test. And to support our educators, we have a STEM consultant from the New York Hall of Science. We grow our educators' STEM teaching skills, which they then wrap right back into their school year teaching. We don't just do STEM learning at co-op, we invest in STEM learning. And now we need you to invest in STEM learning too. I want to recognize some of the gifts that are coming in right now. So Diane and Phil Oldham, thank you so much for your gift of $50. Cindy McGraw, another gift at $50. We had an anonymous donor at $25. And then we also have Stephanie Powers, $500, a fantastic gift. I also want to give a really special call out to Eleanor Fredstone, a $1,000 gift tonight. All of these gifts are being triple matched by our leadership circle. And I want to announce we have 2 new members of our leadership circle, the Philip and Lim Strauss Foundation, as well as Alix and Rudolph Lager. Thank you so much for taking the lead. With these gifts, we've reached almost $30,000. We are well set to meet our evening goal of $30,000, and we're thrilled to see the community giving so generously. But tonight's event is just a start towards filling our actual fundraising gap, which is over $60,000. So let's keep reaching and see how far we can push towards that overall goal. Help take us further. The instructions are simple. I'll give them to you one more time. Take out your phones, create a text message to the number 41444. Then text Summer Matters, no spaces, no punctuation, to 41444. Click the link in the reply to complete your donation. That's it. Then you make your gift. And as you do, I want to invite you to a new perspective on co-op. When you think of co-op, you can't help but think about the kids. But at co-op, our young adults are as important as the campers themselves. 55 years ago, when local leader Dee DeBramo founded co-op, he conceived of the camp as a place for diverse teens to come together to help local children. We maintain that goal today, hiring and training dozens of high schoolers and college students each summer. But that's just the facts on the paper. Let's hear about the power of counselor connections from our team.
The young adults are our assistant counselors and head counselors, and they are super critical to our program. They spend the day with our campers. They help them with all their activities. They support their learning.
I think of them as kind of like teachers, but fun teachers, because they take us to different places and they like to participate in color wars. Every counselor has been the best. They have been really fun. They have helped me. They have been really funny. It's like if they were your age, but then they're a bit more mature.
We have a very diverse staff, so the young adults that we do hire are, it may be their first job, or maybe, the first time working with somebody that's like not from their neighborhood.
Working with people that come from different towns, that come from different backgrounds, it allows you to open your mind and to really be understanding and accepting of everyone.
During orientation, I saw like a lot of people were from like different places, and I felt like this is somewhere where you can like bring that all together and like forget about it. Like, it didn't really matter about where you came from. We were all just there for like one goal, to like help out the kids and just have like give them like a fun summer.
They helped me in how to avoid conflict, or when there was conflict, how to resolve it.
I went in thinking like, oh, it's gonna be a regular camp, da-da-da-da. And then we were with the kids, the connections I just grew with, never gonna forget. They open up to you. They look at you as like, okay, I can trust you. So they get more comfortable.
They really feel like safe. It's like, it's not they're not at the level of a teacher, but it's more of like, a mentor or a friend. Someone they can go and really talk to and help them, ask for help.
The connection that we make is very important. I still like talk to some of them to check up like what's going on and like how they are.
It's like a community. Like, you get to see people outside. Besides being in a co-op camp, they get to see them around the streets and stuff. And Kenji sees Manny all the time. So Manny, he really likes Manny, one of the counselors.
I live right by MAS, right where the majority of the kids we kind of serve live, and it's always exciting, before co-op, after co-op, even during the school year, to kind of walk around and, you may see one of the kids with their co-op t-shirt on, or they may recognize you and say, hey, Manny, like, I can't wait for next year.
I know what the kids went through when, you're a struggling family, like not being able to have certain things for school or anything when it comes to like at home. I can, relate to them if they were to come to me like, oh, how I feel about this, and I can sort of tell them like, listen, I've been in your shoes, take it one day at a time, enjoy everything you have now, and everything will get better.
Our counselors are the near peer role models for our campers. Our campers look up to them, they care about them, they want to be them one day, which is what we hope as our camp continues. And they're just amazing young adults that have bright futures and are giving so much time to our campers.
My personal growth, I've learned that I can see the impact, I can see how my leadership skills have grown and my management skills have grown to kind of help the staff along the way and help the kids along the way with whatever they may need.
Before going to co-op, I didn't know what I wanted to major in or follow in my professional life, but now it really gave me the certainty that I want to teach and go into the education profession.
What hit me the most was at the last day of camp, they started crying and I started hugging them, and it felt more like, oh wow, we did more than impact these kids, and it was only a 6-week course, so it just shows that, we've grown a lot from day one to the last day of camp, which is amazing. So that's when I looked at it as like, this is more than a camp. This is like us trying to teach kids and guide them the right way.
I have to say, I always get touched pretty deeply when I hear the counselors speak. It's not really a wonder that when we survey them, 91% of our counselors say that working at co-op was a transformative experience for them. Transformative. Again, that's life-changing. Co-op is life-changing. That's why I want to introduce you to Luis, one of our co-op lifeguards. I first met Luis in 2018. On a cold night in January, he and several other families fled a fire that ravaged their apartment house right here in our town. I became involved with a large group of volunteers who were assisting these families. Some of them are co-op families. What struck me about Luis was that even then, not yet 15 years old, he didn't just want to ask for handouts. Instead, he asked me how he could get work to support his family. Just 15 years old, and he wanted to help. I knew then that I was looking at a future co-op counselor. I suggested that he start with reffing and then train to be a lifeguard to work at co-op once he reached 16. Luis followed this advice, and he dug in on his own, investing his referee earnings in local lifeguard classes. Since summer 2019, he's been a proud co-op lifeguard. Let's meet Luis. He's counting down to summer, and now, thanks to co-op, he's counting down to college.
My name is Luis Torrealba, and I was a lifeguard at co-op camp. When I first started working at co-op camp, I only had 2 years living in the United States. At first, working with other people at co-op camp, it was a little bit scary because I didn't know that many people there. I didn't know anyone, and I was a little scared that I wasn't going to be able to make any friends. But once I got to know each person at co-op camp, I noticed that they were all friendly and that they were all a nice person, and I knew right away that they were all going to be my friend. Working at co-op camp changed me a lot because when I first started working there, I didn't know that much English. I had a lot of trouble talking to people, but when I started working there, I met people who helped me a lot, who have taught me a lot too. And I think I got more confident talking to people in English because I basically had to talk to everyone in English there. Before being a member of co-op camp, I wasn't really sure if I was going to be able to go to college. I thought it was going to be really difficult, but once I got there, I met people who were in college and they talked to me a little bit about their experience in college and how it was.
Se le abrieron 50,000 puertas en el campamento porque hay amigos acá o jóvenes que ya estudiaron en la universidad o que están estudiando en la universidad, y pienso que los consejos y las conversaciones que ellos tenían allí fueron tan importantes para Luis Fernando.
That's what motivated me the most to go to college this year. I think co-op camp is important because it helps all kinds of kids. From those kids who need help, from those kids who don't know how to speak English like me. It gives a chance to those kids who are scared of things, who are scared of making friends, who are scared of the school, who don't want to be in the school. I think it helps them to be more motivated in life. I'm really glad to be a member of co-op camp because it has helped me be who I am today, and it has helped me know what I want to do in the future with my life.
We are so grateful for Luis. He took a leap of faith and showed up to that first orientation day at co-op, not knowing what to expect. And now he's at the edge of the pool helping our campers take those leaps of faith each co-op day. He's now the role model. This is why we need your support. Co-op is a cooperative. It's a mix of adults, teens, young adults, teachers, volunteers, all coming together to bring equal access to quality programs for our most fragile community members. We need you to help us push past our goal. We've already exceeded it, and now we're going to be able to expand our programming and reach that higher goal. Maybe you've already given because you too think that summer matters. But as you hear these voices and understand the true impact, could you dig a little deeper? If you're about to give, could you reach a little higher to help us? Why the reach? Why this big ask? Because this year, to meet COVID health requirements, our co-op financial model is under more strain than ever before. We need more staff, more supplies, even a tent for outdoor distancing. This is a hard year, but it's an essential year for these co-op kids. Let's hear from some of our committed donors who give annually to co-op.
I was involved with the school district and understood a lot about what happened during the school year. Started to understand this issue of summer slide and saw how it was so pronounced in a population that was clearly being underserved and how there needed to be that continuity.
What strikes me as unique about the co-op program comes from when I visited and I watched the energy of the staff, their commitment, their creativity, and the connection that they made with kids, and the ways that the kids responded to those adults and just kind of demonstrated flourishing.
I think it's extremely important for kids who don't have the opportunities that most of the kids in this district have to really be able to focus on keeping up with their academics and not sliding so far behind and not having to catch up so much when they get back to school in September. What's great about it is that it really is like being at summer camp. It really is like being at a day camp. The kids can have fun and they're having a good time and they're outdoors and they're doing activities, but they're also having the learning.
It's extremely important that I believe children have a summer experience. My children were lucky enough to attend summer camp. My daughter was lucky enough to attend co-op camp. There has to be some kind of ongoing learning experience. The learning experience is not always the classroom learning experience, but the learning experience is interaction with people, being able to really expand your horizons and ideas and not be stuck in just one type of way of learning.
This is, for the schools, is a really important component of delivering an equitable education for our students. And I think that's part of our district's commitment to being a place where children get what they need.
Although it is a district program with co-op camp, the district can't support all of the needs that are there. It needs supplemental support. It was important to me to be able to support that as a member of the community. And on this idea of being able to give locally and act locally, because really the ability to be able to see how this benefits, meeting children that went through the co-op experience, that ended up going on to be counselors, and how they were so enriched by the experience, it really prompted me that I saw that this was such a worthwhile program and something that was just so important to this community. Everything we do, we give into the community. I feel I get back tenfold.
The opportunity to help STEM Summer Slide is really important to me. And I think in this year in particular, with all the disruption in learning over the past 12 months, it's going to be really important to give our kids more opportunities to engage in learning through the summer months.
If we can make sure that we have all of our children really participating at the same levels all of the time, then what we're going to be able to do is continually focus the educators' attention on working on the curriculum and not working on trying to bring people up to the level of where they should be.
I think if we're helping kids, we're helping the whole community. And I think that the fact that we can give these kids an extra boost, I think really gives the whole community an extra boost.
This is a great way that we can show that we really care about everyone who lives here, and that this is the kind of a place where everyone is welcome and where everyone is supported.
I think there is no better metaphor for co-op than rising together. Our donors give because they know that when we support the most fragile among us, when we lend a hand or make a gift, then we all rise together. So let's get that wave higher. The gifts are coming in and we've surpassed our goal, tonight's goal. Join us in this work by making a gift and making a difference right now to help us reach that $60,000 goal. Let's keep pushing. So let's do it. Create a text message to the number 41444. Text Summer Matters, no spaces, no punctuation, to 41444. Then click on the link in the reply to complete your donation. I'm seeing more gifts coming in. I want to read some of them off and celebrate. We have Allison and Jonathan with a huge donation at $500. Hannah Jones at $100. Krista, $250. Thank you, Krista Williams. Laura Twedway, another $25 gift. And we have an anonymous pledge at $25. Let's keep those gifts coming. We are so grateful for each of you. Now, you might still be wondering, just how much of an impact can my dollars make? I understand the fun, but what's the real learning impact? Tonight, you heard folks talk about Summer Slide. Summer Slide is when children lose academic skills during the summer months. This phenomenon disproportionately impacts children from low-income backgrounds. Let's consider some of the facts. Research shows that by 6th grade, kids born into poverty are likely to suffer a 6,000-hour learning gap compared to their higher income peers. But what most do not know is that a lack of access to after-school and summer enrichment programs accounts for more than 50% of that gap. That's why summer matters to our co-op kids. Those kids who are caught in this opportunity gap and at risk for Summer Slide. The needs are great, but we also know that we're making a difference. Each fall, our program repeatedly shows a slowing of Summer Slide in our campers' reading scores, and parents themselves report the difference that we make. 96% of parents agreed that their child was more prepared to learn after attending co-op. A parent is a child's first teacher. They know their child, and they know that co-op is making a difference. It's an unequivocal, well-researched, and parent-proven fact. Summer matters.
Co-op camp is important because, like it says, summer matters. Summer matters because sometimes summer for kids isn't fun, but then when you go to co-op, it suddenly becomes really fun.
It provides a secure space for my daughter, and it also helps her to interact with other children during the summer. It helps her manage and acquire better skills, and it helps her with reading, writing, and she loves to attend.
Mis hijos están recién en este país, o sea, aproximadamente 5 años, y para ellos es súper especial e importante aprender culturas nuevas que las aprenden en el campamento.
Integra tanto a las personas nacidas aquí o estadounidenses con la gente latina, con los hispanos.
I'm a single mother of them, and it's good for me because I am a full-time worker. It's not just like going to school to regular class. They make it fun for them, interactive.
Co-op camp is really important because I got to learn how to express myself.
All my daughters learned how to swim through co-op camp too, as well as I did.
Instead of babysitting, take care of the kids, they could go to co-op camp and do activities, not like just sit on the couch and watch TV.
Integra muchas actividades, tanto académicas como recreacionales. También tienen paseos, excursiones. Es un campamento muy completo.
Ellos tienen una manera de jugar con los niños, pero están aprendiendo y están llevando lo que es matemáticas, están ayudando a reforzar a los niños y que los niños no se les olvide las cosas durante el verano, sino que puedan seguir aprendiendo un poco más.
But you can really see the impact after the summer when they're going and learning what they're beginning the school year in September, and they can see that, you know, their reading is a little bit better, or, you know, they've got the practice, they have the confidence that going into the school year of knowing they can complete this math problem.
It gives them a sense of happiness and new experiences and memories, and it really it shapes their mind.
I guess everything is important for our little kids. It's good for the next academic year, then they be prepared and they keep going to the reading. But it's really good to have color wars, and it has...
That was very fun.
That was very fun. I want to say thank you to everybody who make it possible. Like every single person, Meg, the people who's behind, the people who have the time to take care of our little kids, the people who donated, the people who drive in the buses. To every single person, I want to say thank you so much for everything.
And now to you. We want to thank you. As Maricel said, we want to thank every single person who's a part of Co-op and who came tonight and who donated and who believes that summer matters. We are thrilled to have reached our goal. You can see tonight that we can accomplish so much together. Now our co-op families can count on the same high-quality programs and experiences, along with our ability to meet all the COVID safety protocols. It may be an exceptional year, but it can also be an exceptional summer. As we sign off tonight, I want to introduce you to our last co-op tradition, our mascot, our fun-loving, ever-present co-op tiger. Last summer, our young adults had a naming contest for our mascot. Have you ever noticed that these teens and college students never let us down? Do you know what name they chose overwhelmingly as the right name for our mascot? Chance. Chance, because every child deserves the chance to have a great summer. Good night. And as we count down 100 days till summer, thank you for giving co-op kids the chance to have a summer that matters.
My co-op camp t-shirt. I've had it for almost like 2 years now.
How does that still fit you?
I don't know.
I'm feeling very excited to energize me up, like again, doing all those activities again. And I hope I win Color Wars.
Every year go Orange team for the Color Wars. This year we're coming back for our vengeance. Lost last year, but we always bounce back. Let's go Orange team.